My name is Jessica and I have no idea what I'm doing. Today I'm going to be testing out the Icy Drink palettes from Glamlite. I have not posted my haul yet. I'm not sure when that birthday cake palette that video is going up, but I bought a lot of Glamlite stuff in like a big haul. I bought a bundle and these were two of the things in the bundle. I was going to get this one anyway because blues. And then this one came in the bundle, and I do like some of the shades in here. Red is not my usual eyeshadow color, but it's here, so I'm gonna test it out. And like I said, for me, I'll probably get my most use out of it using it in combination with other palettes, but today I'll be testing it out both by itself and with this one. So let's start with the blue one, of course. I have both eyes primed today. I'm gonna do a blue look over here and a red look over here. And I mean, I've already peeked at these, but look at these. If you haven't been here before, blue is my favorite eyeshadow color to wear. Looks so good. So this one is officially called the Blue Raspberry palette. There are the blue raspberries on the front, and there's a raspberry in here, and a little drink over here, and the icy symbol over here, and I mean, little icicles and the bear. It's very cute. And I really just, I'm so excited. This has some green blues in it. Like, I would even say those are green, like teal, maybe not even blue. And then some like really like true blues over there. And the true blues are really my favorites of the blues to wear. So I'm excited. So I'm going in with my BH Cosmetics brush with a 3 on it, and I'm going to start with Frozenated, which is this pale ice blue. And I am new to the Glamlite formula. The birthday cake palette was my very first one, and this is my second palette, so let's see. So I'm not even using the pack and blend method. I'm just kind of going gently, and this looks good. Love it. It is a bit more, I'm not calling it green, but like green as opposed to the purple, like blue. Like there's green blues, there's purple blues, right? This is more on the green side than originally thought, but it's still overall toward the purple side, the true blue side. Does that make any sense? Hi, my name is Jessica and I have no idea what I'm doing. So there's that. Oh, looks so good. Then I'm going to take my IBY crease brush and go into Polar Bear, which is like a medium purple blue, and this is going in my crease. Oh, it looks so good. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Also, that just blended like a dream. All right, how many colors should I try to fit? I shouldn't try to fit anymore really because of my hooded eyes, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use my BH Cosmetics brush with a 6 on it and go into Blue Raspberry, which is like kind of like a bright royal blue. And I'm gonna see if I could put that, you know what, let me try to put that on the inner part of my crease here, like really tight but inward. Yeah, I mean really it's just like a step darker, and it's making a really nice gradient, and I think they would also be nice on their own. This seems to be like a really good blue palette. I'm so happy. Then I'm gonna go into Melted, which is a really deep one. And I'm gonna put that on the outer half of my innermost crease. So the difference is not as noticeable with that one, but I do think if they were just packed on by themselves, you would notice more. And I mean, I put a lot of shades here. Am I giving more leeway because it's blue? No, I don't think so. because sometimes I tend to be harder on blues because I love them so much, so I want them to be perfect. That looks great. So I'm gonna then go in with Icee, and this is, yeah, this is like one of those cream kind of shades. It's like a really deep midnight blue. I'm gonna put that on the outermost third. So usually I don't handle cream eyeshadows too well unless it's a super shock shadow. Like anything in a palette usually doesn't work out for me because of my hooded eyes. But I did have luck with the ones from the Cake palette, so I think I'll have luck with these. That's gorgeous. That is so, oh, I love that. Then I'm gonna go in with Refresh, which is a couple steps darker. This one's also creamy. Ooh, that may be closer in like level of darkness value if we're using art terms than I thought. I would say it's just about as dark, but it's a little more blue toned, slightly more green toned perhaps, a little more slippery, so maybe that one won't hold up as well for me, and it's more luminous. I don't know if you can tell. Like, I feel like the sparkles in this one are a lot tinier, and this one, it's like there's a lot more going on. I hope you can see that. Then what looks like the best shade in the palette, Chillin'. So excited. This one, okay, this one is that other formula. So this formula I had a problem with spreading, so I'm just gonna try to put on a tiny bit. Gorgeous. Now I was hoping that was going to be a little lighter. So you really, in this palette, it goes more from, except for the matte, the shimmers go from more like a medium to a deep. There's no really like a light shimmer, and that's kind of a bummer. I like doing light to dark, and especially for blue, my absolute favorite blue eyeshadow to wear is a like a light icy shimmery blue. So that's a shame. But that being said, I mean, look at this. This is beautiful. I'm loving it. It's the wrong, that is the wrong company. That's McDonald's, but I'm loving it. Then, what do I want to do? I think I actually want to keep it matte on the lower lash line for once. So I'm going to start with my BH Cosmetics brush with 5 on it. And I'm going to go all the way across my lower lash line. Did I tell you what shade? Frozenated, the light, the light matte blue. I'm going to go all the way across. Oh, I hope I didn't just get that in my eye. I'm going to bring it kind of low. That's what I've been doing lately. Because then as I get closer to my lower lash line, I get darker. So I'm using my smaller version of that brush from Wish. I think I did get that in my eye. Something's starting to burn. Also, are these eye safe? Who knows? There are pressed pigments here. They don't say don't use them on the eyes. Whatever. So I'm gonna take that shade, I'm gonna take that brush and go into Polar Bear. And I'm gonna put that really close to my lower lash line, all the way across. Alright, I lied a little bit. I didn't go all the way across because I'm gonna go in with this one again. I'm gonna use, let me see, my BH Cosmetics brush with 5 on it. And let's see if I can pick that up and put it on. Ooh. Pretty. That actually applied pretty well. Look how different it looks though down here. Oh, I don't think you can really see. Down here, it's looking way more like greeny than it is up here. But wow, I really like that. Even if it's not perfect, I really would have liked to have that lighter icy periwinkle shimmer. But this is what we got, and it is beautiful. So next, let's do the reds on the other eye, and check this out. Like I said, if you've been here before, you know that this is not my thing, but yeah. So this one has, I mean, I feel like the shimmers have a lot of variety. The reds, I just, don't hate me, okay? We all have our preferences. I just feel like a red is a red is a red, kind of. Like, yeah, okay, there's bright reds and pink reds and orange reds and berry reds and burgundy reds, but like when they're on the eye, can you really tell? You know, like I just feel like those are going to be the same. Those might be the same. You know what I mean? So anyway, we're going to start with the more peachy red. This one here called Cool Taste with a little cherry on it. Oh, this is the cherry palette. It's got cherries and it's got red icicles and the polar bear and the icy symbol and the cherries and the little drink. So, Cool Taste it's called. I hope I don't get an allergic reaction from this. I probably will. And I did reach out to Glamlite and I was like, if I get an allergic reaction, will I be able to return like all the stuff I bought? Because I'm kind of buying a lot for a lot of money. And they said no. So, I mean, I'm doing this at my own risk, but yeah. They said like because of the pandemic, but like, I don't know. I think it would be better customer service to just take it back, throw it out, whatever. Okay. Honestly, as a transition shade there, that worked really well. I didn't really have to work hard to put it on or blend it. That's kind of impressive. It looks more blended in person than it is in the camera. I'm more willing to believe the in person than the camera. Yeah, it looks like I just have a line there in the camera, but that's not true. It's fairly blended. All right, so maybe I'll take, I don't know, maybe I'll take like 2 of these here, and I'll do, no, maybe I'll do, yeah, red's kind of stumped me. That's okay, we do it anyway. I'm going to take my IBY crease brush, and I'm going to take Wild Cherry, which is like a red. And we're going to put that in the crease. I mean, it blended really well. I really didn't have to work for it at all. It's red. Then I'm gonna do a similar thing like as I did on this side. I'm taking my BH Cosmetics brush with a 6 on it. I'm gonna go into Flavorific, which is like a pink red, and I'm gonna put that in the crease, like in the deepest part of the crease on the inner half. So like maybe that's a poor color combination on my choice, but yeah, those two, like, you can't tell that I did anything, right? It kind of looks the same, like maybe a little more pink in that area, but kind of looks the same. Then I'm gonna take this one here called Treat, and it's like a burgundy red, but not as deep as that one. I think I'll like this one. I'm gonna put that on the outer half of the innermost part of my crease. Yeah, you can see it. Maybe not in the camera, but you can see it in person. It's just not like a big difference. Maybe if I used less colors, it would be, you know, more prominent. there's some kind of gradient happening there. Then I'm going to take Frosted Cherry, which looks really awesome. It's like sparkly burgundy. This one feels a little different. And now, see that I did that? Now it looks more red. See, this is the problem. Like, I want whatever color I see. And this is not just this palette. It's other reds that I've tried too. Like, I want what I see. Like, everything just turns to red. Like, I want the different shades of red. I'm taking this one, I'm putting it on my outermost corner, or the outer third. I mean, it's a red shimmer. It's a little more like garnet, jewel toned, whatever. But basically it's a red shimmer. It's not as deep as this on the eyes. Then I'm gonna take Fruity, which is this guy here. This looks like a neon peachy red. That's going in the middle. So I feel like this formula is not quite as creamy, but it's still that cream formula. All right, I can see a difference between these two, but like not a lot. And then I'm gonna end with Colorful Tongue, which is like a peach. Ooh, that one's super creamy. I feel like if anyone uses Colourpop, no, Copic markers, this is like when you're working with the R20s, like, like Prawn and I think Blush and whatever, like that red, and then it like just gets like a hair darker each time. Be honest, can you tell that I have 3 different shimmers on my lid? Like here, you can definitely see there's 2 at least. Maybe you can't see the middle one, but you could see that there's 2. Here it's like, all right. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's just, this is probably just all my bias talking. I don't know. Someone who loves red eyeshadow, let me know what you think. Then I'm going to do basically the same thing. I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics brush with a 5 on it, go into Cool Taste again, and put this across my lower lash line. Bring it down kind of far. And then I'm gonna take my smaller version of that brush from Wish. I want to take this one though. I want to take Treat and go tight to the lower lash line all the way across. Okay, good. Now there's more of a difference. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Colorful Tongue. I'll use my brush again just to see how it goes. And of course after this I'll let you know how all this wears, and then I'll do at least one more look and I'll do swatches. So I'm going to put this on the inner third here. It is pretty. I like the 2 together too. But again, just look from here to here. Like you can see distinctly that there are different colors here as I like poke my eye out. Red. That's my qualm. But again, red eyeshadow, not like this particular palette. I feel like they tried. But, I mean, they also put in like some pink. So, I don't know. So, the looks from the other day, I am very, very sad because the red held up. No, I want them both to hold up. The red held up better than the blue. It did crease a little bit, but it was on the worse eye, my eye that is more hooded than the other. I'm going to show you some pictures. But that one still looked pretty good. The blue creased significantly. I'm so upset because I loved it so much. Let me show you a picture. So I don't know if I just put too much on, or is it a fluke, or is the quality of this palette just not the same as the Cake palette, because that one worked out for me? I don't know. So what I'm gonna do is I put primer on this eye and not on this eye, just to see what no primer does, even though I think we all know what it's gonna do. And I'm gonna use both palettes on this eye to do like a pink and teal look, because those are the colors I have left. And we'll see how it goes. Cross your fingers for me, even though by the time you're seeing this, I'll already know the answer. Now that I look at these colors again, how is this pink and teal look gonna go? Whatever, it's fine. We'll get through it. I'm going to start with my BH Cosmetics brush with a 3 on it and go into Glacial, which looks like a mint blue. And that's gonna go on the inner half of my transition area. The mattes did fine for the blue. It was the shimmers that had the problem. This is so pretty. It's definitely coming out more blue than mint on my skin, but it's pretty. And it's pigmented and smooth and it blends beautiful. Oh, also, I had minimal staining with the red palette and no allergic reaction to anything, so that's good. Then I'm taking that same brush and going into Epic, which is this. It looks like just a hot pink in there. There is a little more fluorescence to it out here, but let's see what it does on my eye. It's coming out like between what you're seeing in the camera and what it actually looks like in the palette, if that makes any sense. So I'm making this the outer half of the transition shade. Gonna try to blend them together in the middle. That's pretty. I'm happy I went with this. Hopefully they hold up well. Just try to blend out the edge a little more. Look at that little lilac happening in between. Love it. Then I'm taking my Ivy White crease brush and I'm going into Icicles, which is like greeny kind of medium teal, and that's going in the crease on the inner half. Again, coming out more blue on my eyes. And I'm just going to try to blend that out a little more. It's really pretty. I like it a lot. Then I'm going into Smile, which that looks a lot more red on the camera. It's more of a berry, like a mid to deep berry. And I'm gonna put that in the crease on this side. I would say that's pretty true to pan. I'm just gonna take a little more of the tealy shade to blend them together a little more. Loving that purple that I'm getting in between. Then I don't know how well this is going to work because again, hooded eyes, but I'm going to go in with Cool, the deep teal, with my BH Cosmetics brush with a 6 on it, and I'm going to try to go really deep into the crease with it. Blend it out. That one's a little messy. And then I'm going into Sweet. Again, that's looking more red in there. It's like a deep berry. And that's going in the deepest part of my crease on this side. Yeah, I would say this is true to pan. This is really pretty. I really like it. Hoping it holds up. I'm going to take a little bit of that shade and put it on the like outermost corner here, just to add some depth. And maybe take my BH Cosmetics brush with a 6 on it as well to fill in the gap and shape it a little more. And then I'm going to take Funtastic, which is a pink. It's coming out more pinky pink, reddy pink on my finger than it is. You see that? Yeah, it's more purpley pink here. I would have preferred the purpley pink just to have a little more variety, but here we are. So I'm going to put this on the like outer half-ish of the lid. And like I don't want to put too much. It's not that shiny. I would say this is more of a satiny shade. And blend it into the berry. Cleaning off my finger and kind of fading it out in the middle, so that I'll have an easier time putting in the blue. So I'm gonna start with Frost, which is like a deep teal. So pretty. And I'm gonna put that on the like innermost corner here. Please don't crease. I'm trying not to put that much. And then I'm gonna take Ice Cold, which it looks lighter than what it's probably going to be. It's like a medium teal. And I'm going to put that toward the middle, blending into the deeper teal and also into the pink here. Then I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics brush with a 5 on it, go into Frost, the deep teal, and put that on the innermost corner of my lower lash line. Then I'm taking Ice Cold, the lighter teal, putting that next. Then taking Funtastic, putting that next. And then taking Sweet and putting that last. And then I'm going to take White Cherry, which looks like a white shimmer, but there's a pink sheen to it. I don't know if you can see. Let's see what this looks like. I'm going to take my dollar store brush, and this is going to be my highlight. Let's see if I can even pick it up. And this is going up here. Ooh. Yeah. This is bright and it's quite pink. So this is going as my brow bone highlight. I like it. Maybe instead of one of the deeper blues, because a few of them look a little similar, they should have done a shade like this in the blue palette, but blue, of course. And then I'm going to take some on my Beige Cosmetics brush with a 6 on it. Look at all that. And I'm going to put that as my inner corner highlight. Try to blend it in with that blue. Just to see what it can do on my finger. I'm going to pick it up on my finger. Woo. And put that, yeah, wow. And blend it in the best I can. Nice. So I'm working on the other eye off camera. For the lightest blue and the pink, I saw no difference without the primer. For the medium teal matte, yeah, it's a little, it's spreading more. Like there's less control over where I'm trying to put it. But the other two shades, there was not, I didn't see any difference. This one I do though. So it's like messier. No difference for the deepest teal, still messy. And no difference for either of the berries. No difference for any of the other shades, like the shimmers. That's pretty impressive. So yeah, we'll have to see how it wears, because I think there will be a difference in wear. I also wanted to use this shade as a face highlight, because how could I not, right? And we're just gonna put this here. I'll show you pictures from like a natural lighting angle. Don't worry, like I always do. I feel like it's more pink and less shiny if you shear it out, but I mean, it's still, it's still bright. Alrighty, I'm gonna go to swatches. I really like how this look came out more than I thought I would once I got started. But yeah. So thoughts on the palettes. I really like the color selection for the most part for the blue palette. I do wish, like I said, that there was like a lighter option for both tones of shimmers. And I mean, my biggest issue is the creasing. I'm hoping that that was just a fluke, like I said. Because if it wasn't for that, that's a pretty big thing, right? I would have said like, this is almost a perfect palette. Almost. Really, so gorgeous. I'm hoping that was just a fluke. As for this red one, red is not my thing. That being said, I do think there's a decent amount of variety in here. And maybe it's because they included the pinks and like the berries. As for how this held up better than the blue one did. So there's that. Oh, and one more thing about the blue one. I like the inclusion of the, like the, whatever you want to call that, the iridescent duochrome kind of shade. I do wish they had done that for the blue as well, but maybe they felt like because it's blue, they have more options for variety. Whereas, like I said, red, for the most part, is red is a red is a red. Like I said, the red eyeshadow lovers are going to have to give me some guidance on what they think of this palette. Alright, that's it for today. I hope you have a good day no matter what it is you're doing. Bye! See you next time!